Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we're going deep on something pretty major.
This is a
President Trump's executive order on equal employment opportunities. Big implications here, folks, especially for those of you working with or for the federal government.
a lot to unpack.
Buckle up, because we're going to do it all.
Let's do it.
So to set the stage, this executive order...
Signed just yesterday.
Oh, wow, so this is hot off the presses.
Yeah.
Okay, so signed yesterday, officially called...
Ending illegal discrimination and restoring merit-based opportunity. Quite a mouthful.
Wow. Ending illegal discrimination.
Yeah.
The name itself kind of makes you wonder what was happening before, right?
Right. It suggests that there was some sort of illegal discrimination going on, which is interesting because to really grasp what this new order means, we got to rewind a bit.
Okay, let's rewind.
Back to 1965.
Wow, way back.
Executive Order 1154846, ring a bell.
Vaguely.
Well, that one introduced affirmative action.
Ah, yes.
And it basically required federal contractors to, really push for equal opportunities, especially for groups that had historically faced discrimination.
Makes sense.
So we're talking race, color, religion, sex, national origin, all that.
Big stuff. So for like over 50 years, that's been the law of the land.
Pretty much.
And now this new order comes in and basically says,
Yeah, throws it out the window.
whoa, hold on, that's a pretty huge change.
Yeah, it revokes those affirmative action requirements completely.
Gone.
Focus now is on a purely merit-based hiring system for federal contractors.
So no more considering race, color, religion, all those things you mentioned.
Like those are out.
Wow. I'm already seeing how this is going to be controversial.
Yeah, it's a big shift.
And what about all those diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives we hear so much about? DEI.
Yeah, DEI.
This order actually calls them illegal preferences.
Straight up.
Strong words.
Yeah, the order argues that these DEI programs actually undermine merit and traditional American values.
I can see how some people might agree with that, and others would totally disagree.
Oh, absolutely. DEI is a hot topic these days.
It is.
On the one hand, you've got people who see DEI as a way to right historical wrongs,
Level the playing field.
Exactly. Make the workplace more inclusive for everyone.
Right.
But then on the other hand, you have the argument that focusing on things like race or gender in hiring can actually lead to qualified individuals being overlooked just because of their background.
So it's almost like reverse discrimination.
Some people see it that way, yeah.
So much to think about here. And this whole idea of merit, it's kind of tricky, right?
And it is. How do you even measure that fairly?
Yeah, like what does that even mean?
That's the million-dollar question. And the order itself doesn't really get into the nitty-gritty of defining or measuring merit.
It doesn't.
Nope. And that's one of the big criticisms of the order. Critics argue that we can't just say hire based on merit and expect a level playing field because systemic inequalities still exist.
Right. Those inequalities affect people's opportunities from the start.
Exactly. It's not just about the hiring process itself. It's about everything that comes before it, too.
This feels like it goes way beyond just federal hiring, too.
Oh, yeah, for sure. The order encourages all agencies to combat what it calls illegal DEI preferences.
So this could impact the private sector, too.
Potentially, the ripple effects could be huge. We could see companies across the country changing their policies and hiring practices.
Wow, that's a big deal. I bet civil rights groups are not happy about this.
You bet they're gearing up for some major legal challenges.
Yeah, this feels like a huge step backward for them.
Definitely. They'll likely argue that this order rolls back decades of progress in fighting workplace discrimination.
This could end up in the Supreme Court.
Oh, I'm sure it will.
So, folks, we've gone from a system designed to actively promote opportunities for historically marginalized groups to one that's all about merit.
Big shift.
But the question is, what does merit really mean? Can it be measured fairly in a society where inequalities are still so deeply ingrained? Something to think about.
Definitely a lot to unpack here.
Thanks for breaking it down for us. A lot to process.
You bet, anytime.
And for all of you listening out there, keep those questions coming. This is a complex issue with no easy answers.
Absolutely.
But by having these conversations and really digging deep, we can hopefully start to understand the nuances and find a path forward.
I agree.
Until next time, stay curious.
And stay informed.
We'll see you on the next deep dive.
See ya.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.